This is Paul. Yeah, I'm just reading this dictionary, and they have what's called to covet, to wish for enviously, to crave possession of that which belongs to someone else. Yeah. To covet something, to crave possession of that which belongs to someone else. You know, I have a lot of feelings as a man. I had learned to weep a long time ago. I think crying's a good emotion. But I have heard that fish can't cry really. I mean they act like they can. They use somebody else's emotions, and in fact I don't even know if those that are fish actually have any feelings at all when you think about it. It's almost like they're jealous of human beings. They crave what people have, so they think, well, I'm gonna fuck myself on to somebody, and then they're gonna come to find out, and they'll make it sound like it's the best thing in the world that a person can do is to be in the family, and they'll suck out all the feelings and the emotions of being a person, because they're really jealous. They crave what people don't have. You know, it's kind of like having constitutional rights, and they're saying, no, you're going to have to do what the family says, and you'll have to motion a court that's violated your constitutional rights for 6 years, and you're going to have to go through mental health evaluations, and then we're going to have to get a psychiatrist to find out if you're good enough to be a father. Pooch. It doesn't matter that we didn't give you any notice or opportunity to be heard 6 years ago. It doesn't matter that you were arrested and put in jail without any jurisdiction. Pooch. It doesn't matter that we called you on the telephone and put a fist in your face and said, well, we wanted to make sure that you got notice of the hearing, but we wanted to make sure that you don't show up. It doesn't matter that you waited 2.5 months until after the court hearing to attempt a service when you called me a week before the court hearing. Pooch. It doesn't matter that there's no signature of the petitioner on the protection order, or that I was not given any notice or opportunity to be heard. It really doesn't matter that there are forgeries on an actual court document, and no one would enforce the laws of the United States. Now there's some thought that when you came your conscious mind, so that every time you come you lose thoughts of feelings, emotions. You actually have no use of your subconscious mind if you were a person before you decide to fuck a fish. That as a man, some people had said, no, you've got to go through the family, and you've got to jump through our hoops, and you've got to play along with our criminality of our vexatious court hearings, where the whole intent was to injure you and your family so that you, the American citizen, would not have what you actually own. It's a craving they have in the family to take what does not belong to them. It's a type of jealousy. What if you woke up one morning and found out that you owned the trees in a number of forests? That you actually had rights to a large amount of water in the south of the United States? Could be some gold in various mines, possibly the saltpeter that's used in gunpowder in the Confederacy, and those that are fish are like, well, the only thing we really know how to do is have sex through the genitals of men, or through the vagina of a woman. We can take the nerve endings because of technology, and we can open up that vaginal opening large enough to fit almost any half-hard dick. We can suck your brains out because we ourselves don't have any feelings or emotions, and then we can make it sound like everything's a show. Ooh. And there's a pocket always paying, but for that American that really does like the hardness of my own dick and doesn't want any man fucking through me so that we can compare dick sizes, as that man that volunteered my own genitals to reprogram humanity because of the need of the orgasms that were used to remove the sexual nerve endings of the population, I was kind of thinking that those cravings of those in the fish family, yeah, that they just had to take everything that meant being a human being and mutate it because they have no feelings or emotions of themselves. Now, as much as I didn't want to mention this, maybe somebody's jealous of what I actually own and what I have as a person, even though I'm sitting here on the street. Now, as a homeless man, you can appreciate this. I still would not give up my dick for a half-hard fish dick that has no feelings or emotions. Now, what I'd like to know, since I know for sure, okay, it is against the law to have forgeries on actual court documents. Yes, it is against the law. It's against the law to not give the respondent notice and opportunity to be heard. I've proven that because of the Prosecutor's Guide to the Violence Against Women's Act. Two very important criteria have to be fulfilled. They are requirements of law. You have to have jurisdiction to be able to issue a protection order. Right. You can't issue a protection order in Clallam County for an allegation of a crime that took place on Guam. Oh, that would have been the Guamanians' responsibility. And number two, you have to protect the due process rights of the respondent. Now, when you continue to have court hearings without accepting the truth of what the law really says and what it means, you are abusing my sons. And you are abusing and harassing me as their father. Now, I know you fucked a fish and you're in a family that has no emotions and no feelings. In their mind, it's always about what am I going to get paid and when do I come to find out. They're looking for that next piece of pussy because in their minds, it doesn't matter, okay? I have no feelings. I have no emotions. All I care about is the next show I get paid for and the next time I get to come to find out. Now, if you're in that so special family of those that do not have any feelings, I, as an American citizen, I know what is mine, and you might crave that. You might be a clone, a fish twin, one of these mutations, and you don't actually have any right to the constitutional rights that human beings have. I have the actual right to the guarantees of the Constitution. A lot of those that are mutating, they thought, oh, this is going to be such a wonderful life. We'll just ask the seniors what we need to do, and they're always going to pay us to come to find out. I would rather have my constitutional rights guaranteed and enforced than come to find out what some fucking senior wants to tell you for a second. Okay, I gotta call you back right now.